Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel. If you're new then hi, my name is Caitlin, welcome, and today I am going to be updating probably my favourite project. This is my THOSE Eyeshadows project and this is the second update for the year. February already, wow, I can't keep up. So if you didn't see my last update, you may not know I have changed this project a little bit. I'm no longer working on 5 shades, I'm working on 4. I've randomly generated 2 and then I have hand chosen 2. So yeah, it makes me feel a little bit better. There are specific shades in my collection that I want to pan and I just haven't had the opportunity to. Yeah, and it's fun to also have the randomness of the project in as well. So I'm really excited for this update. We have a pan to share with you guys. I was slightly worried because obviously I'd done a complete refresh. They're all new shades. I was worried I didn't have any pans, but we have a pan. So if you wanna see the pan, then keep on watching. But before we jump into it, if you have not already, please like and subscribe because it will mean the world to me. You do not want to miss these updates because I think they're amazing. But yeah, let's just get into it. Okay, so the first randomized shade was this shade I depotted from the Conspiracy palette and it is the shade Just a Theory. So I will put what it looked like on screen last month. You can see that I have kind of worn away the embossing, the indentation on this, this shade. I did drop it like a day after I rolled it into the project, so there's a little bit of crumbling on the outside, but that's fine. I kind of pressed it in as much as I could. This is what it looks like. I've only used it 5 times this month. I thought it would be a really easy shade to kind of incorporate, but this is the only single shadow that I'm working on right now. So bringing this whole, you know, magnetic palette for this one shade, especially when I go to Liverpool in the week, it's a little bit of a hassle. So I did leave this at home, so I only used it 5 times. But still, in them 5 times, I wore away the indentation. You can kind of see the star still, but I mean, it won't take long for it to just be completely flat. It's just like a nice champagne-y, shimmery shade, as you can see there. I'm gonna try and remember to do swatches this year because I didn't do swatches last year. So yeah, this is what it looks like. Very easy shade. I'm sure it won't be too much of a bother. Yeah, for uni and all that kind of stuff. I'm going to try and wear makeup more for uni as well. I've kind of rescheduled my mornings. So hopefully there's going to be more progress in my projects. So yeah, that was the first shade that we randomly rolled in. The second shade that we randomly rolled in, I'm so excited for this. I'm actually wearing it on my eyes today. It comes from the Violet Voss Nicole Concealer palette. And it is this shade here called Palm Tree. It is throwing off my lighting, so I may be quite dark for the next few minutes. I'm very sorry. But this is the shade Palm Tree. You can see there is a little bit of a dent in it. Yeah, before rolling it into the project, I'll put a picture of what it looked like. It was barely used at all. I'm going to put this palette down. But you can see there is a decent dip in it. So I did also use this 5 times this month. As you can see, I'm wearing it today. It goes so beautifully with my Baby Pan That palette, which is the e.l.f. Truffles palette. If you haven't seen my Pan That palette video, then definitely go see it. Yeah, I was really excited because for ages I've wanted to play around with my Nicole Concealer palette and I just haven't had the excuse, but I rolled this shade in randomly and I've been having so much fun with this shade. I've had so many compliments on it. There are shades in this palette that just complement it really, really nicely. The shades that I kind of rolled in myself go with it really nicely. It's just such a beautiful shade. I really love it so much. And the dark and grunginess that I adore works with it as well. It works with cool tones, with warm tones. I just love it. I love this shade so much. I only used it 5 times. I don't know if I said that. I used it 5 times. Yeah, it's a very neutral shade. I really love it. How many times can you say I love it? Okay, so now we're moving on to the shades that I personally selected. So they both come from my Anastasia Beverly Hills Soft Glam palette, which is getting more and more mucky by the day. So the first shade that I want to talk about is this shade. This is the shade Cypress Umber, and as you can see, we have pan in it, which is amazing. I only had to use it 8 times. This shade had probably been used twice before the project, so 10 times to hit pan in it, which is mad. I did use a very precise brush. I love using these dark brown shades in like the direct crease to add a lot of smokiness. I love like these dark, dramatic eye looks, and it's a very neutral shade. Yeah, not much to say about it. I'm glad that this palette as a whole is getting some use because I have dipped into all of the palette. But yeah, now I'm going to show you the second shade that I rolled in, and that is the shade Sienna, as you can see here. There's not even a dip in it, which is really strange. I used this one 6 times, so only twice less than Cypress Umber, but I do use a fluffier brush with this shade. So yeah, it's got a few brush marks, but this is going to take quite a while, I think, to hit pan on. But I've been saying for ages that I want to get more use out of this palette, and even though I've only rolled in 2 shades out of this palette to specifically work on, I've dipped into Dusty Rose, Glistening, the shimmer shades I've dipped into, Noir, Orange Soda, Burnt Orange. I've like dipped into a lot of these shades, which I'm so happy about because that's what I wanted. Before this project, I didn't even reach into this palette more than twice, I think, and I had it for a year. But yeah, I'm glad that I have 1 pan in it. It's looking a little bit more loved, but we do have Sienna to continue working on. So the shade that is panned is a shade that I have hand-picked, so I'm going to hand-pick another shade. Oh, I didn't swatch them. Oops. Okay, so this is Sienna, and I'm keeping that one in. And then I've just swatched Cypress Umber on the other hand because that is rolling out. Okay, so this is the colour story right now, and I was thinking about a shade to go with them. I noticed I rolled in a very neutral colour story. It's so neutral, and I love that for uni, but for my own time, it's quite difficult because I do love very bright, colourful looks. So I thought, what is a bright and colourful eyeshadow palette that I really love? And that is the Zulu. Now, if you watched my Pan Those Eyeshadows series last year, you'll know that 3 shades were rolled in last year within like a few months of each other. We hit pan on the yellow, we hit pan on the green, and we used the pink a little bit, but as you guys know, I really don't like pink. So yeah. I've decided to roll in this shimmery blue shade. Now, they don't have names, but I will swatch it for you. And this is the colour story that I've chosen to work on this month. I feel like the blue could be a really nice inner corner pop, and as you guys know, I love blue. Blue is my favourite colour. It's my favourite eyeshadow to wear. I adore blue, and being able to work on a blue without thinking, oh, I'm not supposed to be working on it. So yeah, I think this will be a really nice shout. It's got a little bit of a dip in it already, as you can see, but I mean, it would just be really nice to have another pan in this palette, and I think eventually I do want to pan most of the shades in this. I don't know, just make it look a little loved. So yeah, I'm a little bit like, I do like the randomness of this project, so I'm a little concerned because I don't think realistically we're going to hit pan in any of these next month or over the next month, so I may roll in an extra random shade next month. I was gonna do it this month, but I mean, I didn't because I already had a pan. But next month, if we don't hit any pans, I will randomize an extra shade to work on. I think that's the best course of action because, yeah, I do like that randomization aspect of the project. I wanna keep to it right now and really solidify that decision. So yeah, that is the end of this update. I think it was a really short update actually, but I hope you did enjoy it. I hope you're not too disappointed that we didn't randomize a shade, but I don't know, this just kind of works for me. I've wanted to pan this blue for a long time, but just haven't had the opportunity to do so. So I think it'll be a really nice shade to work on, and yeah, I can't wait to work on a blue again. I love blue. I've said this so many times. If you did enjoy this video, please like and subscribe. It would mean the world to me. I do these updates every single month, so same time next month. Come join us. I also do so many other project pans, shop my stashes, get ready with me's, all that good fun stuff. So if that seems good to you, stick around. But that is it for me today, guys. I hope you have an amazing day, and I will see you in the next video.